and today I am reviewing Eddie Izzard's one-person show of William Shakespeare's Hamlet, adapted for the stage by her brother Mark Izzard, directed by Selina Cadell, and is running off-Broadway at the Orpheum Theater at 126 2nd Avenue in New York City through April 14th. Get thee to my Patreon page, where you can, for as little as $1 a month, support this channel and my podcast, Yesterday's Matinee. My taxes are complete from last year, and I am spending way more than I'm pulling in for this show. This is a passion project, but every bit any of you can do to help goes a long way. I'll soon be introducing some old reviews from my work as a critic for my old newspaper that I worked for before they got bought out, which includes my notorious review of Beetlejuice. I'll also be posting interviews with such luminaries like Kristen Chenoweth, John Leguizamo, Marsha Mason, and Terrence Mann. So check it out. A link will be in the description. If someone was to ask me a week ago who I would pick to play Hamlet in New York, Eddie Izzard would not be the first name to come to mind. It wouldn't have been the 10th or 11th either. So imagine my surprise when I walked out of the Orpheum Sunday afternoon thinking that this was the best show I saw of 3 this past weekend, the other 2 being An Enemy of the People and The Notebook. Izzard's Hamlet was a refreshing take on the 500-year-old tragedy, full of life, humor, and optimism, terms I would never have used in describing Hamlet until now. What's even more brilliant about this performance is that it never feels disingenuous to the original material about the Danish prince Hamlet, who seeks vengeance against his mother and uncle who he believes killed his father. Izzard's adaptation is truncated by about an hour and a half. Hamlet usually runs about 4 hours, and this one is about 2.5 with an intermission, which plays to Izzard's advantage as she is able to remove much of the play's sometimes lengthy philosophical proclamations on life, death, fate, and sanity. When much of the weighty side of Hamlet is excised, there is quite a bit of humor to be found in the play. Hamlet's barbarous insults that he disposes upon others are sometimes quite hilarious, especially toward the acting troupe and Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. The Rosencrantz and Guildenstern scenes are quite hysterical as Izzard plays them as puppets talking to his hands, befitting of the 2 characters. Plus, scenes like the darkly comedic interaction with the Undertaker and the scene with Osric are gold mines for comedic actors looking for a challenge. But I won't cut Izzard's performance short as forced comedy into what is ultimately a tragedy. Izzard gives a stirring performance with the darker dramatic moments as well. She pounds her chest in despair as Hamlet grieves the death of Ophelia. She stalks around in dread as the ghost of Hamlet's father terrifies Bernardo. What I love most, though, are the nuanced physical characteristics she gives each of the characters, making them immediately identifiable as she embodies them. Her pearl-clutching portrayal of Queen Gertrude is spot-on perfect. King Claudius she gives a limp, denoting his age. Little things like that make all the difference in making everything understandable, knowing who is speaking when. Even the sword fight at the end of the drama between Hamlet and Laertes, which could have come off unintentionally comical in a one-person performance, is pulled off with precision and dedication to believability. Eddie Izzard's Hamlet is a bold interpretation that works far more than I initially imagined. It's inventive yet simple, funny but not disrespectful to the themes of the drama. Huzzah to Izzard on an excellent show. But I am only one man's opinion, so be sure to leave yours in the comments below. If you'd like to see Eddie Izzard's Hamlet, I'll leave a link in the description where you can get tickets. Also in the description will be a link to my Patreon page. You can also support my channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing, and click the notification bell to be alerted to future reviews. My next review will be the new musical adaptation of Water for Elephants. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the theater.